In October 1988, 40 aviation ministers of African countries converged in Yamoussoukro, the capital of Cote d'Ivoire. They came up with the Yamoussoukro Declaration, which aimed to elevate African aviation cooperation and integration, which eventually gave birth to SATM. Now, in this video, you'll get to know about what SATM is. How did it start? What's its history? What are the objectives of SATM? How do you benefit from its implementation as an aircraft operator, owner, or air traveler? Let's delve into it. You see, the Single African Air Transport Market, commonly abbreviated as SAATM, is an initiative by the African Union to create a single unified air transport market within Africa. It's part of the African Union's Agenda 2063, which is a strategic framework aiming for an integrated, prosperous, and peaceful Africa. SATM can be compared to the European Common Aviation Area, the ASEAN Open Skies Agreement for the Southeast Asian region, North American Free Trade Agreement, Cielo Unico, that's the Latin American and Caribbean Air Transport Integration Market, or even the Gulf Cooperation Council. Now, these are all arrangements that have seen aviation activities become more integrated in these various geographic regions. How did the idea of SATM begin? The genesis of SATM can be traced back to the idea of liberalizing air transport in Africa, which was first initiated in the Yamoussoukro Declaration of 1988 and 10 years later formalized at the same place as the Yamoussoukro Decision. 44 African heads of states and governments endorsed the Yamoussoukro Decision in July of 2000. 2015 saw the birth of SATM, which was a move to reinvigorate the Yamoussoukro Decision efforts and to push forward the liberalization of air transport in Africa. In July 2018, SATM was officially launched in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, and saw a commitment from 23 African states during the African Union's 30th summit. Currently, 37 countries have signed up for SATM, representing over 65% of the African airspace. What are the objectives of SATM? Number one, to liberalize the civil aviation sector in Africa. Number two, to emphasize and standardize the importance of upholding high aviation safety and security standards in Africa. Number three, to boost the competitiveness of African airlines. Number four, to generate enormous sustainable economic and social development across the continent by increasing regional connectivity and trade. But how do you benefit as an aircraft operator, owner, or traveler? Now, as an operator, you'll see reduced costs. There's going to be a reduction in various fees such as landing charges, overflight fees, and possibly even lower fuel costs due to the more efficient route planning and increased competition among service providers. You're going to see expanded route options. You're going to see operational efficiency. There's going to be a stimulus for ancillary services that with an increase in operations, there's going to be a corresponding need for more support services such as aircraft maintenance, training, ground handling, and catering. You're going to see improved aircraft utilization with fewer restrictions and increased demand for travel routes within Africa. Aircrafts can be used more efficiently. There's going to be high potential for new partnerships and investments. As an air traveler, what are you going to benefit? What are you going to see? That we're going to see reduced airfares. We're going to see increased flight options. We're going to see improved connectivity within and across the continent of Africa. We're going to see improved airline services. Why? Because with increased competition, this is going to lead to better services because airlines are simply going to strive to do better to attract and retain you as their customers. Now, safety and security standards are going to be standardized under SATM, and it's going to be really good across the African skies. Now, indeed, as you can see, SATM has a lot to offer, but the important question then is, why is it taking too long to be implemented? Join me in my next video here on my channel at Aliongo IRO to study what has been put in place to see the implementation of SATM and a glimpse of why it's taking this long. See you then. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Let us know in the comment section what you'd like to know more about SATM. Thank you and bye for now.